Meron din yung mga agent ang scam. Like, don't worry ma'am, next billing cycle, you will see that $100 credit on your bill. Tapos, timing, ako yung na-receive ng call, tapos ako pa yung pinagalitan time nung first talaga, napaiyak talaga ako kasi hindi ako pinaaral ng parents ko para ganito, hindi lang.
It's the customers that you're facing.
That you're facing.
Yeah, so pag sila rude na kaagad, sira na kaagad araw mo.
Yes.
'Di ba? And then after that, idadamay pa yung management nyo saying na you did something wrong. This was already parang closing time na para hindi ma-disturbo yung production. And then, she pulled me aside. Pagkatapos, she talked to me na on the spot, she fired me. Welcome to another episode of the Press Play Podcast. So, I am here today, your simple tao, Dread the Jesus.
The Jesus. I am your
Bro.
pabida-bida, jack of all trades. Yeah, Ian. Paalan. Bye-bye.
Wala, we're way past na bedtime. So, basically,
Mga wala pang ligo.
wala pang ligo.
Ilang episodes na kami walang ligo.
Yeah, so, as you can see, di ba?
Same clothes.
Nandito kami, jailed. Nakakulong kami sa studio. So, hindi kami pwedeng lumabas. But anyway, even though nakakulong kami sa studio, maganda yung workplace namin, okay? So, where we wanted to actually talk about a race.
Baka next time pwede tayo mag-studio tour.
Oh, bitaw, no? Studio tour.
Ang kalat. Kita lahat ng kalat dito, bro.
Yeah, dude, you should see the workplace. Pero yun, we just wanted to raise the issue about parang workplace na toxic, you know? Because I feel like we've all been there.
Mm-hmm.
Yung mga ganyan na environments in which parang gusto natin yung work, pero dude, the environment just sucks.
Yeah.
May mga ganun.
Meron talaga.
And then what happens is you end up hating the work
Yes.
kasi na-associate mo na yun silang dalawa, unfortunately.
Tama.
Ano ba experience mo when it comes to that one, bro?
So, workplace toxicity. My first toxic workplace is call center.
Oh, call center. Alright.
So, that was way back 2018 when I resigned from my first job as geologist. The reason I quit that job, it's because it's very low paying. And then, nasa Surigao, malayo. That's 13 hours travel, 2 bus transfers. Then, ako pa ang magbabayad. So, basically, wala din akong leaves. Walang paid leaves ba? So, ibig sabihin, every time uuwi ako, own expense ko yun. So, that's why I quit. And since wala akong nahanap na trabaho pa, I decided to become a call center agent. Lakas loob talaga. Kasi wala akong choice. I have to make money. Wala nga naman, magtatambay ako waiting for opportunity for a geologist job, no? So, okay naman yung call center. It's the customer, yung kinakausap mo sa shift.
Yeah.
Hindi ko naman kasalanan na nawala yung internet nila, mataas yung bill nila, pero bakit akong pinabubuntungan ng galit nila? And being a call center agent is not easy. It's because you will have to cater 20 to 30 calls per night, per shift. Pagpasok mo, fresh ka pa. Paglabas mo, wala na.
You're stressed.
Stressed. Aside from that, exhausted. Mentally, emotionally, lahat. Nakakapagod talaga siya. Kasi, the only time that you could have a breath of fresh air is your 15-minute break. First 15-minute break. And then, meron kang 1 hour na lunch. Hindi yun paid. And then, another 15-minute break. Yun lang. The rest of your shift, calls yan. So, that also contributes to the toxicity of the job. It feels like gamit na gamit ka talaga. Utilize ka talaga. Productive ka pa in the eyes of the management. And aside from that, you have to maintain metrics like AHT. That AHT means average handling time. Of course, the lesser
The time.
time that you cater calls, or the lesser time that you handle customer concern, the more calls you could cater.
Mhm.
So that's an advantage for the company. Number 2 is transfer rate. Transfer rate is yung pumapasok na call is na-handle mo ba? Na-resolve mo ba yung issue? Kasi kung panay ka transfer, it means hindi ka effective.
Right.
Nandyan ka pa sa production pero hindi ka naman nakakatulong. Transfer ka lang. Wala kang productivity, hindi ka effective kung ganun. And then last is yung feedback ng customer sa'yo, of course.
Okay.
Like, Ian was rude ba? Ian was really helpful, parang ganun. Siyempre, as an agent, hindi mo naman pwede ibigay lahat ng gusto nila eh. You have to deliver the bad news. For example, tumaas yung bill, it's because na-expire yung promotion nyo. Tapos mag-aanap yung customer, is there any other way for us to lower the bill? Tapos kung wala ng option, papagalitan ka, then magpapatawag ng supervisor.
Right.
So you are actually catering customers' concern kahit hindi mo naman kasi kasalanan. In fact, fault ng ng company. Yung bakit ganun yung ng customer. And another thing is, meron din yung mga agent na nang scam.
Oh.
Like, don't worry ma'am, next billing cycle, you will see that $100 credit on your bill.
Oh.
Tapos, timing, ako yung naka-receive ng call.
Ng next billing cycle.
Yes. Tinanong ko, saan na yung pre-namis
Oh.
ng agent na $100 na discount or credit sa bill ko? Sabihin ko, I'm not gonna lie with you, ma'am, that agent lied to you. Parang ganyan. Tapos ako pa yung pinagalitan. Pinagbuntungan ng kanyang
That's
galit.
true. That sucks.
So, for only 14,000 pesos per month, bro.
Diba?
8-hour shift.
Then 5 days.
5 days a week. Yun yung experience ko. That's around 300 pesos per day, bro.
Yeah.
Tapos yun yung experience ko.
Right.
Meron pang time nung first talaga, napaiyak talaga ako. Kasi hindi ako pinaaral ng parents ko para ganitohin nyo lang ako ba.
That's true.
Imagine mo, licensed geologist ako, tapos top-notcher ko sa board exam, tapos ganunin nyo lang ako.
Yeah.
Parang ganun.
Yeah.
Sarap trash talkin ba, pero hindi man pwede.
Yeah.
Kasi the customer is always right.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's my first toxic workplace experience.
Yeah.
So, after 6 months, meron kasing opportunity to become a geologist again, of course. Kinuha ko.
Kunin mo, yeah.
And I was actually, laid off din. Kasi I'm not being effective anymore na. Nang-away na ako ng customer, ganyan.
Right.
So, nababurn out na ako.
Yeah.
Parang ayaw ko na talaga. I'm hating the job na. Parang ganun.
Pero, in fairness though, like, when it comes to customer service na jobs, salute ako. Salute ako sa mga people who are doing customer service jobs, yung mga call center agents, mga food servers.
Food servers.
Yeah, yun sa food service, man, grabe yan. Because I've experienced that one before.
Yeah.
Mahirap. The thing is, like, it's not just the workplace itself siguro yung toxic. It's also, like you said, the customers. Because they're the ones who are lagi mong kausap. Hindi mo naman lagi kausap yung management.
Yes.
Diba? It's the customers that you're facing.
That you're facing.
Yeah, so pag sila rude na kaagad, sira na kaagad araw mo.
Yes.
Diba? And then after that, idadamay pa yung management nyo saying na you did something wrong.
Yeah.
Even though wala ka namang sigurong maling ginawa.
Yes.
It's like,
parang nadamay ka lang.
Oh. So, yeah, like, pero salute ako sa mga customer jobs, customer service jobs, because if you are able to do your job correctly, and then effective talaga, and then after you're getting praises,
yes.
you're handling your shit well.
Yeah.
You know, paano mo kaya ginagawa yun? Magbigay kayo ng tips. Di ba? Pero like, for you, bro, like, sa tingin mo, like, what should be the changes, at least in your opinion, when it comes to yung mga ganyan na environments? Let's just say, for this example, yung sa call center.
What do you mean changes?
Like, siguro sa tingin mo, if you were given the power to change something about the workplace environment in call centers, meron ka bang babaguhin?
I think it's something to do with how the client company gives out the service. Kasi if the client mismo or the company that hired you to do the customer service is maganda talaga yung service nila or product,
Yeah.
then you won't receive any complaint at all, right?
Yeah.
Tama ba ako? Pero if the service is putyo-putyo lang, no? Hirap yun.
Yeah.
Kasi instead na yung customer service, mga ano lang, yung mga light lang na mga questions,
Yeah.
ganyan, inquiry lang. Nakakatanggap ng mga ng mga mura.
Heavy ones.
Heavy
right?
ones, like mga, siguro, sa isang araw, normal lang sa akin, makareceive ng 5 pakyo. Na wala akong ginawa. Hindi ko kasalanan yan. Pero you have to take it in.
Yeah.
Kasi you're paid to do that.
Yeah.
Diba?
Nagka-orientation kayo niyan? Like people are, sinabi ba sa inyo na like, customers will tell you this, mga ganyan-ganyan?
Yes, actually, the account itself is high-frequency caller. When you say high-frequency caller, it's repeat callers.
Okay.
Anong ibig sabihin ng repeat callers? Paulit-ulit silang tumatawag, pero hindi nare-resolve yung problem nila. Ito yung mga, kung tao pa, stage 5 cancer na yung problema.
Yeah.
Or stage 4 cancer. Mahirap na i-resolve.
I-resolve. Okay.
Very complicated na yung story. Na-scam siya dito, ganyan. So, what do you expect on the onset of the call? Irate na yung customer.
Parang gusto niya i-resolve but parang gusto niya makipag-away lang talaga. Parang
Tapos, kapag nagtatreta na to cancel services, yun na yung lusot namin. Transfer na kaagad sa
Supervisor.
loyalty group na transfer na kaagad doon sa retention para bigyan sila ng mga retention offer para hindi sila mag-cancel ng service. Pero don't you think yun ba yung pinaka-effective solution? Dapat bigyan talaga ng solution yung problem niya.
That's true. Kasi kung like you said, if it was a high-frequency caller, that means there's a reason.
But the good thing is, yung diversification ng mga accounts ngayon when it comes to call center is na siya. Better na. Marami ng choices, no? Pwede ka na mag non-voice, pwede ka na mag technical, ganyan. Marami ng accounts.
Alright.
Kasi yun yung time na talagang sikat talaga yung account na yun. And that was one of the hardest accounts na sinasabi nila na, uy, ang hirap naman ng account na pinasok mo. Dapat dito ko na lang para chill. Yan. So, that was first toxic workplace na ano ko talaga.
I wanted to ask more questions but I feel like magdadrag yung conversation
yeah.
natin. I'm so curious pagdating sa call center. Siguro kailangan natin ng somebody who is working sa call center or has worked aside from you.
How many years? Ako, I've worked
How
for
many?
a total of 7 months lang.
7 months but di mo na nakayanan.
Yes.
Diba? Because imagine mo like people working there for years.
Yeah.
Iba yung sikmura nila. It's very tough.
Appetite nila for sa mga ganon na mga
Dang. Wala lang. Curious na ako, man. I feel like there was talaga. For me naman, when it comes to workplace toxicity, I've experienced rin naman yung mga good leadership and bad leadership. And I think I blessed ako that I was able to do that because at least I'm able to compare. And then, kunin ko yung mga good ones and then tapon ko yung mga bad ones, diba, na mga traits. And when it comes to yung experience ko, it was more so na parang yung boss ko back then, I worked as a food server, food cashier sa isang quick service restaurant back in the US. Alright? That's why, salute ako sa... no, I'm not gonna name drop. Pero that's why, mataas yung respeto ko sa mga taong nagtatrabaho sa food service at saka mga customer service related na jobs because the stress na kailangan yung i-handle every day is very high.
Yes.
And then siguro to some degree emotionally aware kayo sa mga nangyayari. That's why you're able to That's why yung sa akin naman is that yung supervisor is very I wouldn't say na super lala pero it's just very judgmental in a way. Parang ganun, na parang lahat ng ginagawa mo is parang tinitingnan, mina-micromanage ka.
Micromanagement.
And then after that, siguro pag nagkamali ka, it's like, i-bring up ka. Malala mo sa akin is because I was the youngest. Ako yung bagong salta lang dun sa US. So, easily manipulated, gullible, mabully ako kagad. So, kasi di ko alam. I didn't know yung rights ko, labor laws, anything about that one.
Yeah.
So, I was very prone to being taken advantage of by that parang supervisor.
Yeah.
So lucky na lang is yung mga kasamahan ko, they're close to my age at that time. That time mga 17 pa ako. And then after that yung mga coworkers ko is around 20s, mga early 20s, mga mid 20s pa, batang-bata. So I was blessed to have them around because they were the ones who protected me in case na merong mangyari, merong mga binibitawang salita yung supervisor namin na hindi maganda right now. Pero unfortunately, even with all that stuff, I was taken there was a day in which na parang in her eyes nagkamali ako. And then after that, she pulled me aside to talk. Right? And then yung mga this was already parang closing time na para hindi ma-disturbo yung production namin, yung flow sa restaurant, right? And then, she pulled me aside. Pagkatapos, she talked to me na, dapat di mo to ginawa, blah, 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 all that stuff.
Yes.
And then, I was only doing my job, ganun, you know? And then, ang nangyari is that, on the spot, she fired me. And then, she was like, dapat sign mo na tong documents. And then, kasi sign mo na tong documents saying that you acknowledge na we fired you. Parang ganun. And then, yung mga kasamaan ko, sinasabi na, bro, dapat di mo pinirma yun. And unfortunately, wala akong alam. Na-pressure ako. Kasi may mali ba akong ginawa? Feel ko meron talaga akong mali ginawa kasi bakit niya ako, why would she pull me aside?
Duress ba?
Parang under duress.
Under duress ba?
So I was like, I didn't know anong gagawin ko, but she fired me on the spot. And then after that experience, sabi ng mga coworkers, bro, dapat di mo ginawa yun because literally you can still work here even though sinasabi niyo yun and then not sign that. Pero unfortunately, I did. Kasi hindi ko alam what I was under.
You're still young and naive.
Yep.
Di mo alam, you can't blame yourself for that.
Yeah. So yun yung, I would say, one of the very first experiences ko talaga with a job aside from being OJT, parang ganun dito sa Philippines. And then that was the first time that I was able to experience getting fired.
Grabe naman yun.
Yeah, so, pero, yun yung toxic na workplace na na-experience ko. Luckily naman, after that, I was able to get a new job. Still food service, pero this one under a better management and better leadership. And that's where I parang followed their style na always sila tumutulong, they are management pero they actually help you on the ground talaga. They train you every month. Meron training. Mga ganun, like, wow, that's crazy. Dapat, I didn't really expect na ganun pala yun. Pero so I think parang advantage na rin sa akin na early on ko yun na experience. At least hindi parang solid yung yung perception ko when it comes sa workplace na since I've experienced a bad workplace, that means na siguro for the rest of my life magiging bad na lang. So I think for me that was a good parang shaping talaga na experience for me.
So since we're already working online, and I wanted to ask you, can you describe the workplace or how clients treat you working online and how it compares to working in a traditional 9 to 5?
It depends talaga sa anong client ang makukuha mo. There will be, I think the only difference talaga is that the setting.
Yeah.
Kasi people will yung anonymity mo online or let's just say the distance online is just parang nag-expand lang siya or parang ina-amplify lang, parang ganun, right? So if you are a very, let's just say, rude person talaga in reality, when you come online, you're still going to be
The same.
The same,
Yeah.
just probably worse. Kasi alam mo na meron kang distance eh. And then nobody can touch you, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So, in talks of clients na rude, let's just say, they will be even rude talaga when
Digital.
sa digital na space, whenever they're communicating with you because that's their personality. They can get away with it because it's online.
Yeah.
Pero when you land, let's just say a client or somebody you can work with online na mabait, they will be mabait talaga.
Yes.
And then it will come off dun sa, even though online lang siya, it will come off very strongly and you end up
Tama.
liking the person. And then you end up working more for them.
Yes.
Di ba?
Yeah. So, of course, no, as you all know, I transitioned from being a geologist to a full-time freelancer digital marketer. As I said, jack of all trades, master of none. Kaya nga, pabida-bida multi-potentialite.
Multi-potentialite, baby.
Kahit anong ibato sa akin na trabaho, kayang-kayang gawin, no? And my experience with working with international clients is really good.
Yeah, that's good.
Most of them talaga appreciate what you do.
Iba.
Like for you, no? Like this is very basic. Like I know this stuff for like 2 years na. I do this stuff for 2 years na. Na-experience ko na to. But when you show the work, yung output, yung result, happy sila. They really voice out na magaling ka.
Yeah.
Parang ganun. And apart from that, of course, mas malaki talaga yung bigayan, no?
And then maganda rin sa kanila is that they really tell you things in a very constructive way. So kunyari kung mag-feedback man sila or let's just say magkamali ka, they tell you straight up pero not in a very degrading way.
Yes.
At least most of them, not everybody. Okay, in general lang. So, because we've experienced that, nakita.
You just experienced
experienced
that.
Recently lang talaga,
Recently,
bro.
happy ka pa, bagong client.
Oh,
Pero, meron palang
What?
attitude problem.
Ganyan pala. But, like, it happens talaga na merong mga instances in which their feedback is very nice.
Yes.
Na nakakatulong talaga and then after that, you act on it na, yeah, I need to change this one.
Yes.
Pero, let's just say, compare natin siguro sa mga bosses dito.
Here,
o
in the
yung
Philippines,
mga,
grabe. Like, ito yung experience ko working in the mines. Like, di ba tinuro ko na yun sa'yo?
Yeah.
Bakit hindi mo pa rin na-gets?
Sige, impression ka pa,
Si,
bro.
ganito, nakuha niya in just X number of days. Ikaw, mag 3 months ka na lang dito sa natin, sa section natin, di mo pa rin nakukuha. Bakit nakakamali ka pa rin? Top-notcher ka pa naman. Yun, lutong yan sa akin, bro. Hindi ko yan makalimutan.
Stings,
bro. Nilalagay kasi ako sa pedestal. Pero working with, having experience working with, international clients, I'd rather work with international clients. No?
Kasi iba yung treatment.
Iba yung treatment.
Yeah.
They treat me like a boss. Like, come on, man, I'm just doing my job. You don't have to praise me so much. Parang ganyan.
Yeah.
But they do.
Yeah.
And if everything is going well, bad, sasabihan ka talaga kung ano yung
Totoo, di ba?
Totoo. Hindi yung paligoy-ligoy.
Yeah.
No?
Better in a way, to be honest. So I think that's something that let's just say kung meron mang random, company here that, in the Philippines watching this one, hey, that's a good feedback, Take this as a feedback na dapat the way you share feedback to people is in a constructive way rather than in a very degrading way.
Yeah.
Kasi it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't help you, the company. It doesn't help the person as well. It's better na tulungan mo siyang mag-upgrade.
Yeah. Help the person instead, no?
Yeah.
Instead of bringing the person down.
Yeah. Bring them up. Bring them up. Yeah. You like as a company, ikaw nag-expend ka ng pera to
train
that person. Bakit mo, kung nagkamali siya, yeah, of course, nagkamali siya. Let's just say, benefit of the doubt, 1 or 2 mistakes, but let's just say 3 mistakes. There's something wrong there that you also need to change as the leadership. You need to help that person.
You have to, you have to check yourself.
But of course, logical thinking, siguro kung di na talaga masalba yung, let go. That's okay.
Let go, that's okay.
Yeah.
Diba?
Maybe hindi lang talaga siya fit sa company nyo.
Hindi siya culturally fit.
Diba?
Hindi
So,
siya
yun lang
best
yun.
fit for that position.
Yun lang yun.
It's time to let go. Pero usually talaga, bro, and I quote somewhere in the internet, nabasa ko lang, people don't leave their companies. People leave their bosses.
Good one.
Do you
Agree.
agree? Because, di ba, I've been working with you for almost three years na, right?
Tagal na.
I have a choice. I could go away. I could resign anytime. But here I am.
Dito ka pa rin.
Dito pa rin. It's because of good leadership.
Yeah.
Yun talaga yung
That's true.
pinaka-importante. Yung marshalo na leadership,
Mahirap
dati,
yun.
mag-work yan if you're leading with fear. But today, iba na yung millennials and Gen Zs.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm a chronic job hopper.
Mm.
This is like my 6th or 7th job.
Yeah. Like, you know.
As a financial advisor,
Oh.
it's my 3rd insurance company.
Mm.
If I see the workplace or the environment, the people, the boss, the leadership, hindi siya fit sa akin, hindi siya nagva-vibe sa akin ng close to my heart or may something off, I leave.
Yeah.
I changed my environment so fast.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to grow and I wanted to contribute as well.
That's good. Awesome, man.
So
Good experiences na
Yes.
share. Hopefully nga naman, like, people can relate. I mean, to some degree, I feel like talaga meron. Because, like, everybody of us will experience some form of workplace toxicity talaga.
yes,
You
meron
know?
talaga.
Kahit sabihin mo na sobrang gandang company na yan. Bro.
Maganda yung benefits.
Yeah.
Maganda yung pasweldo.
Yeah.
Pero paano naman kung yung mental health mo?
Diba?
Diba?
You're not,
Tsaka,
hindi ka katatagal.
tsaka yung mo, yung feeling mo about yourself, meron ka pa bang self-worth? Meron ka pa bang dignidad?
Yeah. Diba? It's being tested everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, yun lang naman yo. Thank you so much guys for watching this episode. I hope marami kayong natutunan. If meron kayong
mga experiences,
definitely share it with us.
Yeah, share. share naman kayo. Grabe naman kayo. Nagiging vulnerable naman kami, di ba?
Yeah, that's true. So,
That's true story, guys. Walang halong biro 'yun, di
Correct.
ba? So kayo mag-share naman din kayo kung meron kayong mga, let's say, mga problems sa workplace nyo, or if gusto nyo ng advice, baka pwede namin kayo bigyan ng ng parang unsolicited advice, yung short form content. Parang ganon.
just let us know in the comments below kung ano yung mga experiences nyo. And of course, subscribe, follow the channel po. Yung page namin. All our socials po rin naman is also
Sa
in
Facebook.
our, Facebook, TikTok. Yan. May TikTok po kami.
May TikTok po kami, 2 followers.
Kawawa. Tulungan nyo. And then Instagram. Yeah. And then YouTube. Hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think meron na kaming YouTube, but it's not, we're not posting
Nasa
much.
Spotify na ba tayo?
Yeah, not yet. But we'll add there.
Okay. We'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We'll be there soon. Thank you for listening for this podcast episode, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.